Hating takes energy, blood, sweat, and tears to perfect. And in the 1,000 years since hating was created, there has never been and never will be a greater hater than this nigga, Reverse Flash. His entire reason for living is to hate. There isn't a moment where he's not thinking about how to inconvenience a Flash's life. But let me back up a little bit and tell you how you raise such a diabolical person. He was born in the 25th century, genetically engineered to be perfect. There was no crime, except look at that face. I know he put all his stats into intelligence, forgot about charisma. It's crazy. But everything was set up for him. He even had a brother, and the entire purpose of him was to make him more social. But he just found him annoying. He was just like, hey, I gotta do all this extra shit I don't want to. I gotta go to your games. And I ain't trying to do all that. I'm trying to go glaze my nigga the Flash every day, 24/7. And he was obsessed with that, man. He spent his entire life studying the Flash Museum, studying the Speed Force and everything. Until he got lucky one day, and he found a time capsule with the Flash's suit. Nigga, he's smart. He got them. Like I said, he put all his stats into intelligence. So he found a spark of the Speed Force on the suit that was in the time capsule and recreated the accident that gave Barry Allen his powers. And now the Flash was born, not the Reverse Flash, not yet. Right now he's a little cuckoo, but like he ain't in there yet. And now he's trying to be the Flash. He's running around town saving niggas, catching bad guys. But remember what I said in the beginning, everything's perfect, there is no crime. So he makes his own crime. Like imagine you're just walking down the street, you just get blessed 10 bags of money and you're like, hey, where Mr. Beast at? And you turn around and you see the Flash saying, hold it right there, there's nothing you can do, you're finished, cook. And now he's just chilling. Life is good, everything you want. What's any glazer's biggest dream but to meet the Glazee? And this happens for some reason. The Flash comes into his timeline and now they're cool, they're chilling. Two Flashes saving the day, running around comparing notes about the Speed Force. And then the Flash finds out, oh, this nigga's been setting niggas up this entire time, and he beats the dog shit out of him. And now he's in jail. What does he do in jail? Does he A, reflect on his actions, B, hate this nigga, or C, hate this nigga so much he creates a new Speed Force? Now he's out of jail and the atrocities begin. Remember the annoying brother that he had? He turned into a cop, and the cop caught him studying the Speed Force outside of the Flash Museum. It was illegal. Now what does he do? He killed his own brother. That's not even the worst part. His parents were like, oh, you're too obsessed with this shit. If you don't cut that shit out, I'm gonna kick you out. And what does he do? Just kill them, just straight up. Just murders them, and their bodies are never found again. And the absolute worst thing he does while still in his own timeline is he gets rejected by a girl because she had a fiance. And he's like, I bet, let me just remove this nigga from the timeline. It's all casual type shit. And she's still like, ugh, nigga, look at your face, you're chopped. And what does he do? He goes back in time to when she was 5 and gives her so much brain damage she turns into a mentally challenged individual. And then he remembers the person he hates the most, the Flash. So he's like, I'm gonna go back in time and just kill his fiance. But remember, he's smart, 167 IQ. Hey, I lost last time, he's probably still as strong as ever. So let me get a clone of myself to go fight this nigga. Clone loses, gets this whole neck snap. Then he's like, I can't beat you now. I have to go back to when you were 11 years old. Pedophile. And I'm telling you, he was the pettiest man ever. If Barry even looked in the direction of a flight of stairs, he was getting pushed down them. If he was about to catch the game-winning catch, best believe that nigga was moving his hand. And the absolute worst part was probably if he made any friend, removed them from the timeline. The nigga made him lonely. And most of you already know that he killed his mom and framed his dad. But did you know, at the end of the story between them, Barry's like, I'm gonna let go of his hate. And do you know what happened? This nigga disintegrated like a vampire in the sun. His entire existence was fueled by hate. Nah, he's different. I know I already made a video on Green Lantern, but this is insane. Look at this. Shout out to Nwing265. I had no idea this nigga got his ass beat by lemonade and a paintbrush. Like, dog, this is insane. Batman painted a room yellow and beat this nigga with lemonade. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It was Robin that beat his ass. He got beat by a sidekick. Nah. Everyone laugh at this nigga. Trash. In conclusion, do not free Ezra Miller. That nigga is the Reverse Flash.